So I'm going to go ahead and hit record. You're now on camera. You know what that means. You too. You're doing good.
On camera.
Yes, and you're doing good. Shush. So, found out the bug while I was going through this. The way this bug works is actually fascinating. And I found this bug completely on accident. So, obviously this game supports both mouse and keyboard controls and controllers. Cool. I am currently playing on a controller. As my adorable nieces can attest to, I am moving the controller around. See the moving? And see how she's moving? You see that? Okay, so we have now proven that I'm on controller. Here's the problem. If I was to, and I'll use a specific example, tap the left mouse button, which is specifically what it acts as the input button, aka A or circle, right? Or I guess X on the PlayStation controller. Then it would immediately switch to mouse and keyboard controls. Now that's a good thing, but then the controller gets disabled instantly.
Nice time.
And does not work at all. Now, there is a really strange workaround here. All you have to do is leave whatever, like, state you're currently in. So in other words, if you're in combat, leave combat. If you're in the menu, leave the menu. If you're out in the overworld, enter the menu. Once you do that, and as long as you don't do anything with the mouse and keyboard again, you can then use the controller, and it'll be like, oh yeah, I'm being controlled by the controller now. I see that. But yeah, for a bit. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to put the dragon back up. There you go. My apologies. Here, let me move the dragon so you can see it a bit easier. I just want you to know that while I was putting the dragon up, I just died. So I just alt-tabbed. Do you know what that means? I'll give you a hint. I'm hitting here. Prove that I'm hitting a button. Look at the controller. See that I'm hitting the button?
Mm-hmm.
Verify for the stream that I'm hitting a button. Please.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She said, uh-huh, very quietly, because she's being obedient. And, well, you can see what's happening. You'll notice the D-pad works.
And that's because you're trying
For some strange reason.
It's dangerous because you're by yourself.
Yes, it's by myself. So I guess I could do, like, hang on. Oh, whatever. I was hoping he would kill me quicker so I could start the fight over. That's a good question. Hey, let's bump the mouse. Okay, yeah, D-pad still works. Come on, please kill me. Please kill me. Okay, we're dead. Now, hypothetically, if this works how I was figuring out off camera, I should now be able to use the button. Yes, okay, so we have control back. You see what I mean? It's the most psychotic thing. It is pure jank code. Pure bad port code. It's insane.
To kill you, why?
I don't want to die, really. In fact, at one point in time, it would be nice if I finally could kill these things. I might just skip these battles. You know, I've literally already killed these guys. You're probably wondering, why am I fighting these guys again? Well, it's because I had the glitch that I just mentioned, and I didn't realize I could fix it in-game. No, you cannot come back to these. Thank you for asking. Good question, Giga. So I figured, so I had to Alt F4. I didn't realize that it was possible to go ahead and fix it by doing the little janky thing I just did. So that is, for all intents and purposes, my fault. I actually, would you believe I have not looked into cheats for this game? Yeah, cheats. Yes. Hang on. Come here. I've got both games up. What do you want from me? Hey, I want you to know that I looked away to talk to you, and I died. I want you to know that this is the reality of my life here. The good news is I can just do this. Because I got controller support now.
And that's why you wanted it to be me to be quiet?
No, you're okay. You are awesome. Don't ever let me put any thought other than that into your head. Yeah, you cannot come back for these. Anything up until chapter 11, you cannot come back for. So, let's turn the diff down for the first time in the whole game. Because I have literally already killed these things. I have nothing to prove here. Let's just kill these stupid things.
Why do you want him to die?
Because I need his delicious experience.
Wait, you what? I think when he's like that, he's unbeatable. No, not like that. When he had those extra stuff, he was like, "Keep up, old man!"
I mean, experience is the answer, Blade Duval. I forget what else they give, because I don't remember, because I didn't look, but yeah. Yes, that's why we have to break its shell again. This is a good test, though. Let's go ahead and see. I mean, yeah, technically most games have missable content. That's normal. FF6 has encounters that you can only really encounter once. In fact, by the time you get to the second half of the game of FF6, there's a huge amount of encounters where if you didn't encounter them in the World of Balance, they're gone. You will never get those encounters ever again. It's just not as big of a deal over FF6, you know? 10.2 is really bad about it. I like 10.2 a lot, but my own personal biggest negative for 10.2 is not the cotton candy, it's not the opening cutscene, it's the fact that even with a guide, it is shockingly easy to skip content or to miss something. It's worth noting that it takes, by my knowledge, I could be wrong about this, a minimum of 2 playthroughs to get everything in 10.2, and that's with a guide. An average playthrough usually is more like 3 playthroughs of 10.2 in order to get everything, you know, without a walkthrough. Are you already bored? Okay. That's acceptable, I understand. You are also a little bit antsy. Do you want to go downstairs and play?
No. I'm not bored.
Okay. Well, if you want to go downstairs and play, it's okay, I understand.
No, I don't.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
You don't want to die.
Why don't? Because I... There's that. Yeah, Stray Cats is a great example of something that will be a noticeable gap if you don't encounter them in the World of Balance. I actually think they're both have the potential. I like the boy better. Oh, I forgot to check how much that gave us.
There's 2 left.
There are several left. Yes. Okay. So hang on. So 888. We have 5 stars.
Yeah, we did get 5.
Yeah. Robust. Fist bump. Fist bump.
Goodness, I might not be able to defeat those, but I might be able to help.
Well, let's see if we can help then. So, first and foremost, we're going to slow-mode our way through this. Can you believe, by the way, this is on the fast setting? There is a slow setting for this combat. I just want you to think about that in the back of your mind there. You okay? Anyways, I know I'm in a weird, ornery mood, and I do apologize for it. I stand by every negative I've given this game so far. I can't yet, because he's not broken yet.
Here, when he's turned around, that's the perfect time to try and break his shell.
Yeah, if
He's
there's
not attacking.
if there's anything, thank you. If there's anything I would impart upon you, it's that this game is actually scoring substantially better than I thought it would. I will accept the egg on my face that so much of this game is better than I thought. So far.
Except the monsters.
No, even the monsters.
Oh, the gold part's my favorite. He said the monsters, that looks so good.
That's right.
I think he's trying to blow me down again.
Yep, you are correct. What are you doing, baby? Watch your feet. Watch your feet. Please don't pull up my controller. You see this cable right here? So if you pull this cable out, it's going to cause me issues. Okay? Well, it's going to prevent me from being able to play the game, among other things. We need things to be plugged in to work, right? I know you kind of grew up in the wireless era, but you still understand stuff being plugged in.
Magnet. You can't attach this to the magnet.
That's right.
It will go on fire if we do.
Oh no, magnets cause fires?
Yeah, only if you on the chair.
Oh, okay, so magnets cause fires when attached to chairs. That makes perfect sense to me. No quotes. 10 out of 10. I mean, we're kind of already there, Giga. Like, now.
Well, that wasn't.
Yeah, I actually spent some time looking for a wired PS3 controller.
Sunstar.
Fun fact. They don't exist. I mean, they do, but they're third-party trash. Okay, so this is the last one. Then we can turn the diff back up. Oh my god. Oh my god.
We actually have to feel all of them.
Oh, right? I have to tickle every single one of them.
Ah! And then I have to eat you because you tickle them. You have to kill them.
Yeah, pretty much, Fun Falkenstein. They are fourth party. That's a great way to put that.
Cannot tickle them. That will be will die. Tickle. You tickled me. It felt like.
I did. I'm sorry. That's the knee tickle. It's actually, here, put your knee up. I'll show you a knee tickle. You have to start like this, and then you move your fingers like that. Yeah, see? You feel that?
It tickles.
It does. It's the weirdest tickle, but it's a consistent tickle.
I did it and it tickles. But I just
Yeah, Bluetooth is actually fascinating because the more you use it, the worse it gets, which I suppose makes sense. But it is a little on the frustrating side. Teeth? Teeth can be good for you. Sony never made a wired PS3 controller that I am aware of. I am possibly wrong about that. They made a wired PS2 controller. Oh my god, Noctis. Why won't my TV work? Just because all the power's out. Whoops, pay attention, Mark, pay attention. Yeah, the really frustrating part, if you ever want if you don't care about D-pads, and if we're being honest, most players don't. But if you don't care about D-pads, 8-bit Dough has some really good stuff for PC. It also works on consoles, but, you know, they come with availability and functionality on PC. I have actually used quite a few 8-bit Dough controllers and given all of them away because I like they're decent controllers. They just don't have D-pads. They don't have worthwhile D-pads, I should say. Oh yeah, by the way, to finally answer your question, because I keep accidentally skipping past it. So that was 160 Christogen points, which is not a small amount of experience from a single encounter. Yep, we got 5-star arrows.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. And they give segmented carapaces, which I'm pretty sure are useful for weapon upgrading.
You have to do it this way, and you did it this way, this way. See?
There we go. Best D-pad for controller on PC. So I use a PS3 controller for that. And it is the best. But let me tell you, you would not believe the hoops I run through to make my PS3 controllers work on my PC. I actually have 2 separate bits of software running at all times on my computer to get it where I want it to be on my computer. Yeah, I'll keep on saying controller.
New enemy.
Yeah, 8BitDo has some good stuff. That's why I always like to plug them.
Enemies.
They're a good example of people who they're decently expensive, but you're paying for quality, so it's worthwhile, right?
These enemies are funny.
Like when we went, so
Would they die easy?
my sister and brother-in-law recently picked up a Switch 2, and we were looking into getting some controllers for these two so they could play on it. What have you been playing lately on the Switch 2? Do you remember?
I haven't been playing it.
Yes, you have. You've played Pikmin 4 and...
Pikmin 1?
No, silly. You've been playing Mario Kart.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways,
Mario?
yes. Anyways, so we wanted to get them controllers, but they're... How old are you?
6,
And how old is she?
4.
Respectively. So, as a consequence, we needed controllers that they're going to beat up, and we're not going to waste $100 on. So we didn't get the 8BitDo controllers for them.
We got a kind of one.
Yep.
We love.
Yep, we got controllers just for you. You chose the blue one?
Yeah.
I like the blue one. That's a good one.
And I choose the pink one.
Pink power! Pink power!
Dude, pink.
Pink
you have-
power!
You have a pink.
Pink power.
Wait, is that a pen or a knife?
So it's actually called a sword. That's their term for it, not mine. Do you know what it's for?
What?
So, do you see that sharp edge on the edge of my nail right there?
Yeah. Oh, Grandma has one of those.
And now it's round and soft. See?
Oh, I have one too. Think.
You probably do.
Well, I have something that I can use.
By the way, for a bit of perspective, anybody in chat,
Wow.
the enemies we just fought were about a quarter of the experience value of the big guys.
Because it's spiky.
Did I tell you have to be quiet to stay up here?
I know, can I just stay up here because I wasn't loud enough.
Maybe I could stay up here because I wasn't loud enough, is what she just said. Yeah, the eldest, he just uses the main controller. So. Yeah, this is not even a joke. This one is practicing to be a lawyer. It's hilarious. She doesn't get away with it.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, we got this. We got this. I don't even think I need to heal. We got this. We might need to heal. What? Oh, sorry. That was me adjusting the cable.
Who adjusting the cable?
Yeah, it was me. It's because it's a good place to rest my hand right here. Like this, see? And so I ended up bumping the cable on accident. Whoop, maybe I should heal. We got this. All powerful. Pink power! Pink power!
And then more pink power.
There's a lot of pink power. I see it.
I'm wearing pink in my pants.
You're wearing 3 different layers of pink.
Yeah. Pink power.
Yeah, he's fine.
Pink power.
Oh, you also have pink power. Nice.
Wait, where?
On her pants.
I can't say all that.
Okay, so who's ready? So technically, I've actually already seen this cutscene because I was screwing around with this off camera.
Some blue.
So who's ready?
What's
Pause.
Pause.
Pause. Who's ready for Vanille to awkwardly flirt with Zaz?
You look tired. Not enough sleep?
I guess.
Not surprising. Cute girl like me. It's hard to close your eyes, huh?
I'm just gonna lie down for a bit.
Being made of the sea, it's not easy. I mean, look. Even I'm kind of worried. But But even if we don't know what'll happen, we have to keep our dreams alive. Have something to look forward to. You know?
Next stop is Nautilus, City of Dreams.
Yep.
Don't worry, the Chocobo will later become a time traveler in order to help Zaz out. That is not a joke. I actually really liked 13.2. I'm glad to Rax for basically introducing me to it by insisting it be part of the lore run. For those who don't remember, for the proper remake lore run, 13.2 and 3 were not originally part of it. Rax pretty much pushed for that. Anyways. So I ended up liking 13.2 for what it was. But everything about Chocolina was stupid. You think... What's funny is 13 is actually pretty low tier in terms of sexualization. Except for the occasional weird, awkward, creepy stuff with Vanille, like the thing you just saw. 13.2 does not have that defense.
Saz,
You scared me.
what's up?
I'm just thinking.
Don't blame yourself. You know, you can't control who a FLC picks for a focus.
My son Dodge. He was picked. He's a lessee. He said he wanted to see a foul sea, so I took him to go on a tour of the Uriday Gorge plant. Thought I'd surprise him with a chocobo chick to take home, but the second I turned my back, into the energy plant he went.
Dodge! Dodge, come out here! Dodge! I know you're in here! Dodge! Where are you? Say something! Dodge! Hey, what's wrong? Dodge!
Daddy.
It's all right. You okay? You're not hurt, are you? What's that?
Apparently, those post-Lassie had snuck in and tried to attack the Sanctum Fal'Cie. It did the only thing it could and made Dodge a Lassie to protect it. My son, he got picked by a Sanctum Fal'Cie. He's a hero. But we're post-Lassie. Dodge's enemies. PSICOM showed up right after that to take custody of him. And then, it was one test after another. Even then they couldn't figure out his focus. Maybe it was look for post-Lassie, maybe it was kill him. Either way, how could a kid that young even stand a chance? After he was made a Lassie, Dodge had some way of sensing things from Pulse. He was the one who found the Post Fal'Cie that the kid can't fight. So, that's why I put myself on the train to Purgeville. I figured his focus had to have something to do with destroying that Post Fal'Cie. Thought I could do it for him, and, well, you know the rest. If I was right about his focus, he's probably a crystal already. Of course, if he was supposed to take out that thing's Lassie, then either we die, or he's a XIII.
Die? Really?
It's a pickle, all right. But the bird, The bird says no.
So, pause. That was a really good cutscene. I am shocked at how good that cutscene was. Even just from a presentation value. Because, like, no offense, most scenes in this game kind of suck from the presentation value. Something I've been banging on about the whole game. Of course, it's Zaz's. It's the Laguna thing all over again, right? Laguna is just kind of better. And there's no reason for it. It's just sort of inexplicably. So yeah, first of all, you saw Vanille, right? And the way they framed that was great. In fact, it's actually kind of a bomb under the table problem, if you're paying attention. Because we saw Vanille, but because he didn't talk about Vanille being there, because he didn't know Vanille was there, and she doesn't know who Dodge is, they don't know the bomb is under the table. They don't know their connection yet. So that's still something to be revealed. That's still a tension point between the two of them. However, there's still a decent chance she's able to put two and two together because she was obviously there and might be able to figure this out and blah, blah, blah. So you can get where that's going to go. So that's awesome. Then we have the fact that Boobs showed up. And if you wonder why I called her that, the only part of her visible art, and I was actually double checking this time. When the camera zooms out, the only part of it that's actually noticeable, like the only visual part of it that's distinct, is her cleavage window. That's the part of her that's distinct. Anyway, so she shows up, and she's obviously evil, and they're going to do their own thing and whatever. But then my personal favorite tidbit about the whole thing is when Zaz is... What are you doing, Kitty? What are you doing, Kitty Witty? I will scritch your head. Scritch, 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 scritch. Is that okay?
Dad makes...
Okay.
Sometimes my eyes, it shows up, it makes colorful things show up, and it bothers me, because that makes me think some things are there when they're not.
Is it when you squeeze your eyes really tight? Or when you look at something bright? Or when you're just staring at something in general?
Well, it's like it happens when I'm in the car, when I'm in the house, when I'm inside, everywhere.
So this is the kind of thing to keep in mind. And maybe pay attention to whatever. We know, we can tell. Thank you for pointing it out. The thing I liked best was when he was yelling at the guard. It would have been relatively easy to just kind of have that be in dialogue, but instead they decided to not let us hear the dialogue as Zaz was yelling at the guard, which actually makes it work more because we feel more, because all of the impact of the moment is coming purely from his animation. And while I have many, many issues with this game, animation is generally not one of them. So, yeah. Pluses, holy crap. Yeah, it's literally showing without telling, as the old saying goes.
The green on your arm. But it's really just my light.
I'll type up more about that later. Alright, back into it. Ugh.
Back into the game.
Whee!
Going away, I'm jumping up on this.
Why do we gotta keep jumping?
Cause there is no...
And here's that save point I was trying to reach. Never actually got here.
Ooh.
And yes, obviously there's more going on here, as usual. People in chat are getting ahead of me.
So you can save
All right, then.
one of the bosses if you want.
That's right. Look at the orb. Look at the orb.
Ooh, that's pretty orc.
It is very pretty.
Because that makes me see, oh, it's raining.
That makes bad
All the
weather.
monsters are going away.
That's right.
It's raining.
Yep, the monsters don't like the rain.
Except those ones.
Now there's more monsters.
Isn't that adorable?
Those are the only ones.
Oh, you know exactly who he was raising it towards, Blade Default. That's why Chocolina said no. So there's fear. Certain indigenous fauna exhibit rain-shy behavior, taking color. However, showers can result in encounters with otherwise elusive wildlife. Translation: change the trash mobs based on the visuals. Alright, now we gotta beat up the bad guys. You ready?
Those are water guys.
Oh, sorry. Beat up the water guys. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Oh, and I think they can only be killed if we destroy their spikes, and then they can't do anything to us.
They do have a lot of spikes. Let's see if we can deal with that. Hi, Venters. What are you doing, Baby Bear?
Move my chair back quick, but my body kept scooching up forward.
That's true. You are a very scoochy kind of a person. Scooch, scooch, scooch.
Especially when it's rolly chairs. It's hard for them.
Can I help you, Kitty Witty? I like you too, Kitty Witty.
Hold on. That Kitty Witty spot matches these spots.
That's right, because they're both what kind of cat?
Cheetah!
That's right.
Agnes, is this made out of real fur?
No, we don't buy real fur.
Why?
Because the only way to get real fur is...
From animals.
That's right.
But what if there was a time that they could kill a cheetah? And they did it at the right time, so they could get the fur.
I want you to imagine for a moment trying to shave a cheetah while it's running around.
No, kill it and then
No. Just keep it alive and shaving it. Can you picture it?
Yeah.
It's a pretty silly image.
I imagined it eating me after it noticing me.
It might, but cheetahs are actually pretty harmless. They're cool.
Oh,
They're like
but they have big teeth and sharp claws.
Oh yeah, but so do most cats.
They eat. Kill that guys. Kill the guys. Kill the guys. Kill the guys.
There's a bunch of guys here, aren't there?
The game, the Dragon Game one.
Oh,
Kill
the game.
those guys. Come on.
I mean, those guys
The
deserve to die
The-
because they're not even people, which is really messed up when you think about it. Let's not think about that. Uh-oh, we're losing Kitty Witty. No. Okay, here we go.
Okay, so imagine. Okay, so there's fur shredding from it. So I'm pretty sure it's real.
It's not real fur, baby bear.
Wow.
What do you mean, why? Okay, first of all, feel this. Do you feel that? That is called polyester. Polyester is a form of plastic.
Plastic fur.
It is a form of plastic, yes. A lot of stuff is plastic. In fact, it wouldn't surprise me. Hang on. Yeah, your shirt is primarily polyester.
Plastic.
And I don't think this is cotton and this is cotton, but this might have some polyester in it.
Wait, this is your shirt you're wearing is made out of cotton.
Yes, this is actually a cotton shirt. It actually sucks, because cotton really sucks to clean.
Especially in the washer, it could break. It could get caught on something and
It
break.
could. It could, and that would suck.
Yeah. And you would have to buy a new one every time that happens.
And that would double suck.
Yeah. Because you waste money.
Nobody's a big fan of wasting money. Oh god, it's those things again. Alright, let's see if it's worth it.
Worth it?
No, worth it.
Those guys don't like water. All those guys taste covered.
Well, yeah, because it's raining out.
Yeah, they have their shell. If we get rid of his shell, he'll die. Oh my gosh, that guy likes the water. Literally, guy. Oh, that was easy to get. That's because
Yep, now we have the big guy.
I
So
guess
we go with the penguin. Who's left?
that cell guy.
Is he a dinosaur?
Yeah.
What kind of dinosaur is he?
Carnation dinosaur.
Oh, I see.
Because they can blend. Because they use their cells to get bigger.
That's true, they do. Cannot argue.
That way, so, like, I think if we get rid of the shell, they'll die, because I don't think they like the water. If we get rid of that one shell, then it'll probably die, because it doesn't like the water.
So we have to get rid of its shell. Do you have any ideas on how to get rid of its shell?
is the, like, power strike one?
That's a good question. Unfortunately, this game doesn't really have that. I mean, it kind of does. But we don't have, like, say, Army of One yet. What we have right now is Quake. We could try Quake. Let's see what this does.
That.
Very little. That did nothing. Wow.
What else do we have?
That's it right now. We've got Quake, Libra, and just slow mudding our way through it.
I hope none of our members die again.
Well, we're going to try something else, because you've got a good idea. You're super smart. So we're going to try Quake after we've broken him, see if that does anything.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so he just decided to kill Zaz from full health, because he can just do that. Now we're just going to give up immediately, because that is no longer worth the effort.
Yeah,
But whatever this treasure is, it's probably not worth it. Let's just go. Let's just go. Let's just go. Let's just go.
I don't think we can kill any more monsters.
Yeah, we'll go kill these guys instead. How's that sound?
Yeah. We aren't worth it without. Oh no, our other guy didn't die. He just all the monsters just put them in sleep mode.
Well, yeah. You remember how in Pikmin, we when you defeat the monsters, they go to sleep and we take them home so they can rest?
Yeah. Oh
Same
my god,
concept.
look at that.
That's pretty cool.
Ooh, buggy. Dragon.
Right, chat? That's what happens when we defeat enemies in Pikmin. Yes.
People you're talking to?
The people I'm talking to are over there. Do you see that chat? All that text over there? That's them talking back with us. Mostly me, admittedly, but they're also telling you that you're adorable. Which is true.
What?
You are adorable. That is a true statement.
I don't have any skill, but I have
Hey,
it. Oh my god. Don't die. Don't die.
working on it.
Don't die.
See, Mook understands. Keep a good fight says hello. Kraken's on waves. Rax says nothing. How could you, Rax? Did you say how could you, Rax?
How could you?
Thank you.
In a very annoying voice.
You could say, why'd you do it? Can you say it? Oh, that's not what I said. Why did you do it? Okay, is the word. So, why'd you do it?
What you doing?
There you go. Perfect.
In a cowboy voice, I said. Why did I say hey cow? Why did I do cowboy voice at the end?
I don't know why you keep doing that there cowboy voice. Just kind of strange, you ask me.
You did it.
I'm not talking about. This is just my totally natural voice that I use every freaking day.
No, you don't.
All the time, all the way.
Why are you dying? Can you go?
I ain't nothing but a cowboy. Pleading all the time.
Cowboys sound like that.
Cowboys probably don't actually sound like this now. That's more like a Nebraska accent, I want to say, something like that.
Is it true?
Yeah.
Why do you keep dying,
There's another one over there. Why are there so many? I could also do a dwarven accent if you prefer.
More ones there.
I'm not certain if you
I think
understand the
they're-
dwarven.
I
Do you even
think-
know what a dwarf is? Have you ever seen a dwarf, young lady?
Magnus, I think the trick to the thing is like with that. Wait, what button do? What? Which button does makes that not the guns go, but that girl's powerful thing.
Yeah, admittedly, you're the reason you're stumbling is because she's not using what you'd call a standardized weapon. It's kind of a combination of a whip and like a bow. It's very strange. It's cool. I don't even know what it's called, if there is a term for such a thing. Anyways, we don't control the guns. They go on regardless of us. Nope, don't play with that.
Why?
Because that is very necessary for my hands. Because keyboards and wrists. Yeah, it's kind of like a fishing rod. You ever seen a fishing rod?
Yeah.
Kind of like that. We have a fishing rod as a weapon. And that's not me making fun. That's kind of awesome.
So, Simon, use that fishing rod. What button that makes us use that fishing rod looking thing?
Well, the good news is all of them do. Because again, we don't control the guy with the gun. We only control the woman with the fishing rod. Her name's Vanille, by the way.
I think I like her summer shoes.
Her shoes? Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
No, the others. The ones that she wears when it's not raining.
Oh, I see. I kind of like his shoes. The boots are cool, I think. Because I like his whole outfit. His coat, boots.
I think his boots look really good.
This is not me joking, by the way. Zaz has some of the best fashion design in Final Fantasy VIII. Don't at me. I mean it.
There's like a little moving picture on the thing.
I see it. That's the person who's waving at you. That is called a GIF, or a GIF, depending on your preference.
And it looks like he's smacking his face.
I didn't hear which one you prefer. Okay, so that's a GIF, because it's made of peanut butter.
Peanut butter?
Yes.
It's made of peanut butter?
Yes. Kraken-san, why are you using peanut butter in my chat?
Peanut butter.
It's very strange.
Why are the birds still out? It's raining.
I don't know, there's a lot of penguins out here. I think you're right, I think these aren't penguins.
Oh, yeah, me too. But why do they have wings and they can fly?
I don't know. Nothing, Kraken-san. You're fine, you're fine. Everything's fine. It's all your fault. I like to think that they've been eating the enemies, yes. They find one of the robots and they go... Because it's all metal, right?
Oh, yeah.
And so, you know, that's horrible. It's like how over, you know...
They go and the reason why I wore two pairs is because if it was really cold at the beginning, which it was, then I would have these two pants on. But when it gets warmer, I could take one off.
You were super smart.
Was I asleep?
Alright, Kraken-san, you were found summarily guilty. Hereby sentence you to execution by being forced to play FF13-3. There, see? You see the fishing rod weapon?
Oh, yeah. That is sort of like a fishing rod.
Mm-hmm.
But it has more. Wait. So that girl has 4 attacks.
What are you doing to my headphones? Idiot.
Agnes,
Yes.
that girl has 4 attacks. 4? Because there's 4 weapons.
Why are there so many?
I think that one, okay, what does the square do?
The square speeds up actions, looks like.
What does the triangle do?
I don't know if it does anything here, honestly.
I thought you said all the buttons do.
Well, I think I was wrong.
Then there must be an extra button that because when you try the triangle. Agnes, you're doing the thing.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Do you see like the triangle?
I don't think it does anything. I don't think it's anything.
Then hit it.
Oh, hang on. Let me heal first. Trying to get me killed, kiddo. Why are you trying to get me killed? I will admit, the intro of FF10-2, if Rax was here, they would make fun of me. The intro of 10-2 kind of, 13-2, kind of pushed me out of it. Hello, kitty. Can I help you?
5 stars!
Nice.
Ooh, 140 points.
Because for those of you who don't remember, it's, the first real mission in 13-2 is you go back in time and then punch a time anomaly to death to fix the timeline.
We have to defeat them.
And that's not a joke.
Why did there certainly...
And I gotta be honest, that pushed me out pretty hard immediately. I hit my nonsense sensor, and I was just like, ugh! Now, by the time I got over that, I actually enjoyed my experience in 13.2. But that was, I'm not going to lie, that was a hurdle. That was a...
We have more space to go.
Actually, yeah, Mr. Red. And here's a fun factoid for you. I played Third Birthday before I played 13.2, from my perspective. Because the first time I played 13.2 was for the original proper remake lore run.
All those battles.
Yeah, we're just going past that. We should be able to fight these guys.
Those guys are easy to defeat.
Yep.
But they're penguins.
Easy.
I don't want to know.
Yeah, you've heard of suspension of disbelief. This is flinging of disbelief, maybe? Lunging of disbelief? We can come up with something.
Fragments.
Yes.
I don't feel it. With my tongue, it feels like a hole, but it's actually a little. There's a little tooth growing in right now.
Hello, kitty kitty.
There's a tooth growing in right now.
Well, good. That's the idea. Ooh, a yeeting of disbelief. I like that kind of count. Good word choice.
Eating.
Yeeting. Yeeting of disbelief. It's on. It's gone. Out the window.
But what is left?
There's a lot of rain going on, isn't there?
Yeah, let's turn the rain off somehow.
Okay.
Oh, there's other
Your command
light
is my wish.
bulbs. Like light bulbs.
Okay, I'll get rid of the rain, just for you.
I hope there isn't. I think
That's a good question, Saber for Life. I should check.
What was that? Plant ones.
Gagging of disbelief.
There's plant ones now, not water ones.
Yep, we've got plants instead of water. Nope, hang on.
First it was the creepy ones with the shells. Then it was the birdies. And then it was the wasp. And then it was the
Wow, she didn't finish. I'm shocked.
water guys.
She came pretty close.
Water guys,
She is almost maxed.
Yana, water guy.
Well, we'll see how close he gets. I mean, yeah, they live in a completely controlled environment, so that makes sense. He might not finish after go all the way around the grid. Yep, okay, so both of them are very close to being done. Not quite there. Okay, I wanted to check something. So I'm leveling them, which is what we call it when we try to make them stronger.
So they're almost stronger for this one.
Almost, but not quite.
Is this? Hold on. What level are they on right now?
That's a good question. If you picked a random number at random, it would be just as valid as any answer I could give to that question.
I just picked 10.
There you go. We are level 10. And that is just as valid of an answer of what level we are.
I just counted that because I counted 10 things you went on the
That's quite a few things. Hello, Kitty Woody. What are you doing?
So I think you're on level 10. I just keep the thing. Wait, how many levels?
Oh, I see.
Like this.
Then why is the cheetah digging like that?
I think it's not a real cheetah. I think that's a slime monster.
It's okay. They're not slimes. They're peppers. Or tomatoes, depending.
I would.
It's okay. Why don't we just check the in-game bestiary? There it is. Look at all that great information. Yep. We now know all the things about this creature.
Now, what is it?
Now, in the interest of fairness, it's called a Flandragora. And the Mandragora enemies are usually based off of nightshades, and tomatoes are nightshades. So, logically speaking, it is probably supposed to be a tomato.
Yes. A very slimy tomato.
Yep. It is a Flandragora.
Slimy tomato.
Glorp, glorp, glorp.
Its teeth are. I'm like, when I see its teeth, I'm like, how could it even eat us?
I don't think it really has teeth.
No, those stretchy things are teeth. I know that because I've seen it. It's many monsters that I know that aren't like that, but they do have those teeth. I think a pumpkin would have those.
Yeah, I can see that.
I'm not sure it can really eat us because
I hope not.
it's stuck together.
Yeah, I don't want to be eaten by slime monsters. That sounds immensely unpleasant. Because you probably wouldn't die for quite a while. And that is as horrible as it is.
And you'll get all would get all slimy.
I don't want to
And-
be slimy. Can we not be slimy?
Magnus, if imagine that actually not the person you're playing, but
But
you in general, you. Imagine you were in that game and those monsters could eat you, and they did.
then that would be a fate worse than death, followed immediately by death. She's really morbid. It's kind of interesting.
And Magnus,
I know.
I'm guessing
She's
you
still trying to
wouldn't. Imagine you had it in these clothes you're in right now.
Yes.
I'm guessing you don't want those to get slimy.
I would have other things on my mind at the time, admittedly, but yes. In addition to not wanting to have a fate worse than death followed by death, I would not want my clothes to be slimy.
Of course. And especially not want them to have seeds on them. A goop. Especially not that.
That would be pretty awful.
You would have to put in the wash. Oh, a lot.
Well, someone else would have to put in the wash because I'm dead.
Oh yeah. But they will have to trench through that one when you got Asian. But first they'd have to find out which one it is.
This is sounding like a lot of work just to clean my clothes. Maybe I should just put them in the washer instead.
Yeah. Just to do that, all that to get your clothes and put them in the washer.
That is a lot of effort.
And you'll need to pass so many other monsters.
Why, though? Why are there so many monsters just to get to the laundry room?
No, to get to the thing and to the laundry room.
Oh, I see. So we have to get to the thing and then the laundry room.
First, we have to pass all these monsters. Well, we have to pass all the monsters to our house. And go watch to see if you died or not. And then we would see you died, and then we would have to go and save you so we could get your clothes and put them in the wall.
I mean, you don't have to save me. Just leave me dead. It's fine. It's
Yeah,
fine.
but we would need to clean your clothes in case anyone else wanted them.
That's extremely pragmatic of you. I appreciate you.
But I like the bottom of the sleeves
I do
of
too.
yours.
They're very cool.
The patterns.
Mhm.
They're just really pretty.
Thank you. He's still trying to dig.
He's not digging anymore.
What's he doing?
Is he cold or scared? Wee, wee. What will that do? What is that? It's cleaning all his fur.
Yeah.
So those are open in case we need them.
Yep.
This one is cleaning it.
Okay. Hi, Valeria.
Wait. You like to play the girl and not the boy.
I actually have no choice in playing the girl, not the boy. Really close to being maxed.
Which one are they on now?
And really close to being maxed on both of them.
Go like this.
Why do they go like that, though?
Because they are your very steady cat.
That is pretty silly. I don't mind cats being silly, though.
I'm glad that's not a real cat.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
What do we do?
All right, I got it. We sneak.
Right.
Just too much to ask to cut me one break, isn't it?
Come and get it!
Correct move. We're stuck with whatever the story has given us at any given point in time.
Happened in the morning.
Yeah, I saw your band-aid.
You've already saw it. How? I was at school.
I mean, they were being kind of quick. What is this music? I know you guys can't hear it. What is this music?
Can I hear? Can you put it up?
I cannot, but Here. Hang on. Up here. Right about there. You hear it? Hold it up. Hold it in place. Hold it in place.
And now can you let me hear it?
I will. I will. Hang on. I want them to
This
hear it.
music is very silly music.
It is, isn't it? And this is the music that plays for a boss fight.
This music is... Can you put it on This music would be annoying for Theo.
Yes, it would. Here you go.
Really annoying.
Do you hear it?
Are you just keep hitting the button that makes you attack?
Actually, I was hitting the button that makes me heal while I was doing that. Let's go back to buffing.
That guy looks like a screw monster, but it's actually hair. A hair monster.
What?
I'm sorry.
Did you just have both of them killed at the same time? Did you just get killed?
Maybe.
Hopefully not.
He did something called bellow, and then he one-shot me.
One shot.
So one shot means you're at full health, and the enemy hits you once, and then you are at no health. That's called one-shotting something.
Look, it broke, so now it has a keychain thing. So you can...
Speaking of, you girls have not been abiding by our agreement. Now, I've left you up here because you're awesome and amazing, but you gotta go, okay?
Okay. Because we were being so loud.
Yes,
I was helping you.
you were. High five for all the help. You too. You were helpful too.
Fine. It was like this.
Oh, sorry. Side five. There we go. Here, make sure you take your kitties with you.
And Miss Kitty wants to do it.
Oh, okay. High five, kitty.
Bye.
Oh, sorry, I did it wrong.
Bye.
There we go. Perfect. Thank you.
Now Playfix. Now that Kitty wants to do it with you.
Well, here, hold the kitty. I'm here.
Yummy.
There you go. Now here, take your kitties.
Keep the kids, Deegan.
I'll keep them for right now, okay?
Okay.
I'm gonna refill my water really quick. Is it really?
Not that good.
So, no, you're probably right, Dream Whisperer. If I had access to the bestiary, I might have known that. But really, I'm not sure what else I can do that. I was at full health, and I had bothered to buff before. You can go over here now, kitty witty. I love my nieces to death. They are very taxing in terms of energy. But that's not something I regret. Let's go do this really quick over here. Okay, so round 2. Still a weird boss song. Yeah, but like, what can I possibly do about that? I have no tanking, I have no sentinel. I was already at max health and I've already buffed my armor. So... Although apparently I can't buff my armor? That's interesting. I guess their debuff overrides? I swear. there was this thing where, like, if I had a debuff, I could cast the buff to get rid of the debuff, then I could cast the buff again to give myself the buff. I've actually done that in this game. So I don't know why he's not giving me the armor buff right now. I just don't have it, which is entirely possible. Good luck, Game Geek. So there's Bello. Okay, cool. Well, it didn't kill him instantly. Despite the fact that he had the bone. I was gonna say, this feels like a bad typing matchup. This feels like a fight that Hope and Lightning should have dealt with. Or, actually, that's not true. This should have felt like a fight that Snow and anybody else should have dealt with. You notice we still have not had a playable Snow section since, you know, the beginning of the game.
I appreciate it.
Just weird decisions, you know. Oh yeah, I should probably do this. No, not Quake. Let's go ahead and reapply buffs and debuffs here. Yeah, we got his Eidolon first. And then he left the... Well, he didn't leave the narrative, actually. He's been in cutscenes several times. He left the gameplay. Please get the cure off. Thank you. For God's sakes, cure yourself. Okay. One down. Ooh. Now, you know the funniest thing with dealing with younger kids? You have to get used to their dialogue, because they don't speak English like we do, obviously, I suppose. I have actually heard other people say that they cannot understand what they're saying.
I appreciate
What the kids are saying. And you just kind of get used to it after a while. I'm sure we have the Libra there. Yeah, there's an interpretation layer there. Oh, their imagination's amazing. No, it's 10 out of 10.
I appreciate it.
Okay, boss killed. 5 stars.
skip, and a jump, and we're in Nautilus.
Yeah, I saw it, Rex.
Dreams.
If only we were dreaming up those clouds.
But we have weather control devices. Also, weird thing to say in general. Honestly, I agree with what you said earlier, Rex. It caught my attention. I've said for years that most games would benefit from a New Game Plus. 13, by nature of some of its storytelling, especially some of the foreshadowing and Babylon 5 effect, really would benefit from a New Game Plus mod, especially gaining access to most of the kit and resources early on, right? Probably with like an optional hard mode thing, I would say. Just really round that out. Optional hard mode.
We can board the ship over there. Huh?
Oh.
Actually, yeah. Fixable.
When it rains around here, it pours. And then it rains some more.
Saz, do you hate Pulse?
Why wouldn't I? Look at this mess it's gotten us all into. Of course, it's not to say I always hated it. Seemed fishy. All that Sanctum ranting about the threat from Pulse. Only a matter of time before they strike. Pulse is infested with monsters. Scare after scare. Not even a shred of proof. Tired old cynics like me? We don't just swallow that tabloid crap. No, not me. I figured the Sanctum was up to something crooked. At least until I got dragged in.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, all this purge business, it really only happened because Dodge found that Pulse Fal'Cie.
You're wrong.
Huh?
Don't blame him. It was all...
So, anyways, as I was trying not to spoil earlier, yeah, she obviously is fully aware. Probably has been for a while.
It was that scum from Pulse behind it.
I might as well have tried to stop the rain. I fought the tears, but they still fell.
You're getting soaked.
I'll be fine. It's only water.
Attention all units. This is Director Roche, SciComm Division. Cocoon is caught in the grip of a pulse-borne terror. If we allow the sea activity to continue, panic will rip our world apart. The peace and stability we have fought so hard to maintain will be nothing but a memory. Repulseless sea threaten our very way of life. They must be eliminated. There can be no hesitation.
Yeah, fun fact, we're almost halfway through the game. That's the first time this guy has shown up. He was in the trailer, by the way, if you remember.
If we fail, our citizens will pay the price.
Task Force reporting. Begin operations immediately. Sir!
We can make it. Get to the station and board the train for Eden.
You think it's still running?
Well, if it isn't, we'll make it run.
Then punch straight into the heart of the Sanctum? Now you're thinking like a pulseless sea.
Well, this is Operation Nora. It's not just snow I'm after. The Sanctum's gotta pay too. Hey, you're the one who said we had to fight. Every minute we waste, we're tempting fate. There's some underground tunnels not far from here. I used to play in them when I was a kid. No one uses the entrance anymore, so even the army doesn't know about it. But I know where it is. We can sneak in under their noses.
Sounds good.
Great. Here we go.
Huh. No more rivalries now. PSICOM's brought in the Guardian Corps.
Okay. There's an old drainage pipe. We can use it to avoid being seen. The tunnel entrance is a little further up. Follow me! Guess we're fighting.
Okay.
The way into the tunnels is over there.
Time to murder civilians for doing their job. Duh. I mean, I guess they're, by definition, not civilians. Innocents? People? Anyways, they're dead, is the important part. They're dead! They're all dead!
Target's a target.
Time to murder Malkoffs. That's right.
That wasn't so bad.
Cinnabon to Sabaro. That's my beat. Oh god, it really is, Rex. I'm so filled with murderous intent. And I'll prove them wrong by murdering them. It's the perfect plan. They'll never see it coming. Yeah, no kidding, Rex. I've even seen some RPGs where they have a no-town section or segment. And then, you know, obviously at some point then that they change that and there's like regular towns at a certain point. And that can be used to good effect. Well, the plan right now is we're going to sneak into Sanctum.
One bad step and we're goners. Quick, this way!
Look, heroes don't need plans, Blaterval. And I have rarely said that with as much sincerity, because they do not have a plan. The entire game. Look, this is not Tales of Berseria, Rax. That's right, heroes don't need pants. I mean, the real problem, and I don't want to sound negative about this might even be a plot negative. Well, okay, later it will definitely be a plot negative. But right now it might be a plot negative too. And the problem is, we have no idea what we're doing. In-universe, but also out-of-universe. A lot of what we were doing was just running up until now. Get away, get away, get away. And that's it. And yeah, now we have the very vague goal of, alright, let's go blow up the government. Which is exactly as vague as it sounds. The real plot negative happens in the final chapter. I know a lot of people who are very fond of the story of this game, and most of those people hate that last chapter. Why are we blowing up the government? Because the government... How are we blowing up the government? Heroes don't need plans, Blade of all. I mean, logically speaking, what else are you gonna do? Not counting side quests, which I'll be honest, I don't really have a good vibe for how long we're gonna be spending doing side quests. We're a little over halfway through the game right now. Which is kind of weird when you think about it, given how little has actually happened so far. But it's true. Oh, by the way, this is your fresh reminder. Clop, 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 clop. Clop, 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 clop. It's entirely possible. So, this is the realm of speculation. But we do know that this game... Yeah, no kidding, Rex. We do know that this game had tons of other content that they'd already written and drawn and modeled, and that became 13.2. We've already talked about that, right? That's fact. We know that. And we also know that it was enough content that the development costs and time for 13.2 were minuscule, because they'd already done so much of it, right? The reason I bring that up is because it's entirely possible that all of that was supposed to be part of this game's story. And if you look at it through a certain lens, you can kind of see how there's a decent chance that what it's... Oh, it's dead. What is actually the end point of this game might have actually been intended to be more like the halfway point, or maybe the 2/3 point. In fact, I don't want to spoil too much, but there's a portion where we go someplace else. And then one of the very first things we do when we're down there is come back. And that makes me wonder, you know? This is probably faster to just retry. Let's just hit retry. Oh, and I finally gave the positives for the retry. I've been meaning to do that for a while. Score should update sometime within the next 10 minutes. Oh yeah, this scene. Okay, so I like what's the Palamporum sequence, with one huge exception. Please keep in mind what we've been doing here. Like picture the tone. Okay, this is all about presentation again. All right, we're gonna get in there. We're gonna get in the train. We're gonna go to Eden. Yeah, we've got this. Determination, solidarity. Okay, that's the tone. Okay, put that in your mind, because it's gonna be important in a minute.
Don't worry, it'll be fine. Only kids like me know about that entrance.
They'll find it. they'll call in a team and canvass the whole tunnel system.
Then we better hurry.
So, where's this thing come out anyway?
Well, I don't really know for sure.
We'll find out today.
We got this. We're kind of running it by ear, but we've got a plan and we're moving forward. The grid is real. Just keep in mind, that's still the tone, by the way. That's still the tone.
I remember learning about this in school.
That's right. Heroes need pants. So these are mechanized flans? I don't even know. I got nothing here. My god, the flambulance. I love it.
Out of my way!
That's a good one, Rex. So, you know how some characters have the character trait of stupid? And that's deliberate, right? Obviously, the authors wanted that character to be stupid. That's why Snow is stupid. It's because the authors wanted him to be stupid.
That wasn't so bad.
Dumb muscle is a very common archetype. Which is funny, because in the FF series, they usually bypass that problem. Like, actually, for real, think about it for a second. Most of the big heavy hitters across the course of the FF series are actually either, like, the wise people, or at least more than capable of keeping up with everything, you know? Yeah, true enough, Rex. Yeah, just going in relative. Zell isn't exactly super smart, but you notice he has a whole character arc of becoming competent, and by the time he does become competent, he's a force to be reckoned with. Back in 7, we had Tifa, which is obvious. In 6, we had Sabin, who was a traditional monk, wise monk kind of a thing. 5 doesn't really apply, but 4 has Yang. Yeah, no, Tifa is probably smarter than Cloud, 100%. She picks up on things pretty quickly, even in the original. Is that everything? That's everything, okay. I skipped over Amaranth because Amaranth's a moron. The problem with Amaranth is that he is very late character syndrome. I love FF9 to death, but they had no idea what to do with him. Yeah, Snow is... Excuse me, the Flaming Amaranth. My mistake. Please tell me I'm not the only one who named him Homo at least once. No judgment. Own it. But yeah, no, Snow... I do actually unironically think that one of the biggest problems with Snow is that he is too stupid without anything else to really counterbalance that, at least so far. I've been paying attention, and you notice I have not given... God damn it, Larry. I'll tell you what I used to name the characters in Secret of Mana in a second. Whoop, 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 whoop. Pay attention, Larry. Yeah, no, Snow is, like, aggressively stupid. Snow is very Sora when he's written badly. When you're going to have a stupid character, there needs to be something there to make them work. There needs to be some kind of charisma, or additional development, or just something. Something has to be there to make them worth a damn as a character. It essentially, think of the stupidity as a negative that you need to compensate for. And a lot of stupid characters do. A lot of stupid characters have something going for them. Yeah, making them funny is a very common effect, and one that most people fail at. But there's a reason the thembo concept even exists, right? Big, dumb, and lovable.
Follow my lead, Hope.
I mean, honestly, Kronk might be the example of this. Emperor's New Groove, for those who are not aware of it. That's what I thought. Yeah, there are plenty of ways to make that archetype work. The problem is, as of this moment, I haven't even given Hope a negative. And I have never been quiet about my hatred of Hope.
It's the city's food production fallacy. Name's Carbuncle. That's one of our enemies, being Sanctum and all.
So, kill him and cut off the food supply. That'll make us popular.
I think people have enough reason to hate us, don't you?
Yeah, you're probably right. Hungry people make for angry people.
Oh god, no, Rax, no! We still haven't gone to the 13 themed expansion yet, so... I could see that, Valerian. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't think that's been supported by the game that we've seen so far. But if I was to delve into the realm of headcanon, I could easily see Snow as the guy who, yeah, it's 2 in the morning. Your car broke down. You need a lift. And he's like, no problem. I'll be down in 15 minutes. Like, you can see it, right? It's not much of a leap to presume that. That's another thing they could have done with Snow. They could have made him a bro. Bro characters tend to be good characters. Yeah, part of the problem with Snow is he really... The game keeps doing this thing, which actually kind of irritates me, where it keeps telling us that he is all talk and no action, and showing us that he is all action and no talk. No, seriously, in everything he has done so far in the game, including in the flashback, by the way, he is all about go, 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 do, do, do. And yet everyone who talks about him, including the very first characterization we got from him, which was from Vanille's narration, was, I'll talk. But where's that coming from? I like that Scott came out. He's like, okay. I don't know how to fix a car. So I'm just going to carry the car back to town so the mechanic can fix it, okay? Do me a favor, go ahead and get in the car. It'll be easier to carry it that way. I am dead serious. I can picture that. No, I'm with you, Valerian. I'd say it reminds me of Voyager, but I actually like Voyager. Let's see, what's something I can relate to on that? Something that has tons of potential and just completely flops it. And so it's interesting because of the potential, specifically.
We got this under control.
Good answer, Dream Whisper. Overwatch. That is a great answer to that. Oh, 100% Rex. Mass Effect 3, another good one.
Thank you.
Hope! Time to switch it up.
You know what? In addition to Xenogears, I'm going to mention Chrono Cross and Parasite Eve. All three of those are more interesting than they are good. And I can say that now because I have reviewed all three of those post-Oblivion line.
Keep up with me, Hope.
Oh, it is shocking this game is as playable as it is.
Got this under control.
This is basically Devil May Cry 2 levels of Miracle. For those of you who remember my discussion about that.
I've got your back.
Ugh, this game killed the franchise. And my puppy. And my kitten. Now, we all get defensive about stuff like this play. I get it completely. Good. Bad. I'm the guy with the review. That's right, this game killed JRPGs until Expedition 33 showed up. Okay, ready for, like, I'm sorry, hang on. I think this is the actual cutscene. So, I need to remind you. I want it fresh in your mind. We've got this. We've got a plan. We've got a goal. We're going to make this work. We're not 100% sure where we're going, but we have an understanding, you know, this is grit. All right. Okay. Let's do this.
Pulse Lassie, using a sanctum fallacy to tell where we're going. Sort of strange.
Not really. We've relied on them our whole lives.
And we're going to kill the Pope.
The light and water. It's all from the Fal'Cie. You know, I think Cocoon was really built for them. The rest of us, we're just leeches. Parasites.
You think? They protect us, nurture us, and take care of, well, normal people. They treat us like we're special. Almost like we're pets.
Like pets.
By the way, look at the music choice for this scene.
To them, we are just pets. That's it. Now it makes sense. I've been so blind. I was born into a Fal'Cie world, raised on a Fal'Cie leash. It was the only life I knew how to live. When it was taken from me, I was completely lost. Without a master to follow, my life had no purpose. Hope, listen to me. This Lassie curse, it took everything from me. My future, my dreams. I didn't want to think. So I fought instead. As long as I was fighting, nothing else was real. I was running away. And you, Hope. You got swept along with me.
But Lightning, I don't understand.
Operation Nora is over.
What?
I...
No! You told me to fight!
I made a mistake!
But... You can't do this. You can't just build something up like that, then abandon me.
I won't abandon you. I won't.
Anyways, that's never going to be mentioned again. And then the scene ends awkwardly.
You can't just throw in the towel. How am I supposed to just forget about all this?
Why did that cutscene exist? Like, I know this is a weird thing to fixate on. But whenever I think of the story of FF13 in a negative sense, that exact scene is the first thing that jumps to my mind. Because it is a very strange scene in a very strange place, right? Even like objectively, like in terms of construction, the scene is not very good. It's actually mostly consistent of badly edited flashbacks of pre-rendered scenes they've already put in other places in the game, earlier points in the game. And then, like, and it's like, Operation Nora is over. Everything we've been fighting for is for nothing. We're no longer going to try and fight the government. Spoilers, they're going to go fight the government. And, like, now what? Like, what is your plan exactly? And never mind the fact that, as Rax so accurately points out, this should have happened 10 hours ago. Yeah, at the very latest, when Odin shows up is when they could have had this kind of a moment. But here it's confusing. As with so many other things about FF13, it's confusing. Until you remember that there's 3 writers who are fighting each other constantly behind the scenes. Because this feels like part of a script. Like, okay. How many of you have ever written? For yourself, or maybe for like a paper, or like just a class, right? I bet every single one of you who have done writing in your life have experienced the phenomenon I'm about to explain, okay? So, how many of you have ever done a thing where you're writing, doing your thing, and here's your whole thing. Now, we're just for the sake of making this more parsable to you, okay? We're going to grab, let's see, we'll grab Leafeon, that'll be 1, okay? Vanillux as 2, and because this is hard to carry all these, we'll just go with 3, okay? So here's your story order, right here, right? Yes, I'm describing writing with Pokemon. Do you have a problem with this? So, here's your story order. A leads to B, leads to C. Cool. But then you're like, wait, hang on. Shuffle, 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 re-edit. And you realize this scene actually works better up here. Oh, okay. Sure, no problem. So you shuffle this scene up here, and now here's the order. Oh, no, it would be stacked if it was like this. But you forget to go back and edit one of the paragraphs down here in what was scene 2 and is now scene 3. And it's out of place because you never went back and fixed it to acknowledge within this paragraph that it is now point 3 instead of point 2. This is actually very common. This is so common it's actually kind of shocking, really, how often this happens. This is one of the reasons why having a good editor is a good thing. So, I actually think this is exactly what happened here. Is that this scene was constructed for some other point in the narrative and got dumped here because someone somewhere in the one and only editing pass that they got forgot about it. And if you know anything about large-scale editing and process in a large team, like Zira can actually attest to this. It's not like you by yourself could fix that. Now imagine for a moment that you're like, hold on, shoot, we made a mistake with this one scene. Well, we've already gotten the script out to the the voice team, which has already started doing casting in order to get, and not casting, sorry, recording in order to get the lines recorded so we could get that down the process. Because remember, you don't want to do the recording way towards the end in case there's an issue. So you want to be recording lines as it's going. So in order to fix this, you might have to actually go back, change the lines, bring the actor back into the booth, bring the director back into the booth, inform them of the new place and position of the material, and then you have to go talk to the actual teams which are putting these in the game itself and say, hey, okay, sequence 11385 has to be sequence 10002 instead. And they're like, well, what do we do with the other sequences? We have to bump them down. Well, that means they have to adjust all those other sequences. And depending on how exactly they do the engine and the programming, that might be easy, or it might be a colossal pain. Please remember they were developing the engine as they were developing the game here. I know I've said that like 20 times, but it keeps being relevant. So, sorry. So, I get where she's coming from here, but it really is a weird, awkward scene out of absolutely nowhere, as is. It would not surprise me, Rex. Hell, one of the really common things, you could see this going as far back as the NES era. How many of you have ever encountered a thing where you see something that's like printed on the back of the box of a NES game or a SNES game, or it's in the magazines, right? And it's wrong. Maybe it's something minor, like the colors are wrong. Maybe it's referring to the wrong area. Maybe there's a character in that picture that they took that isn't actually in the game. That's because they tend to throw out this press release kind of stuff, which goes to the printing companies way before the game's actually finished, right? And again, logically so. So sometimes what you get for those screenshots that they use for magazines and ads and boxes and whatnot, yeah, Earthbound has that all over the place, is beta territory. Stuff that was where the game was technically complete, but not actually finalized. This can actually lead to problems, cough, cough, FF7. Coral Prison, for those of you who remember that one. Yeah, user interfaces have this problem all over the place. Okay. Yeah, Diablo 3 was... Yeah, Diablo 3 actually had this pretty hard. Because if you remember, they did a massive overhaul under the hood of D3 before it actually released. And then it released, and then they kept overhauling it for like 8 years. Anyways, sorry. Moving on. Meanwhile, Valerian's just planning how to stab me here. I accept donut stabs, Valerian, for reference. I haven't had a donut in weeks. Actually, probably in the months range at this point. Nah! Donut stabs, Evo! No! Actually, that's pretty cool. Oh, wait, no. Actually, I did want to go down there. Oh, wow. Okay. So, you're going to get audio spammed here in a second. Sorry, it's not a lot I can do about that. I swear to God, Evo. I will drive up to Canada. It's going to be a long trip. I will drive up to Canada. Show up at your doorstep with a Bismarck and shove it in your mouth and then leave instantly. Hey, Brown Jacker, I'm sorry. I always find it very strange, because obviously, you know, carbs plus sugar equals more sugar, right? And that's harder to process. At least on paper, but... I'm like the opposite of that. I have a harder time eating straight up candy.
Take down the enemy.
Like, if I have a Snickers, bad example, like a Milky Way, I'll be like, oh, that'll hit me like a ton of bricks. But if I have a donut, I'm like, yes, and it's fine. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm insane. Also, dwee. Inside that tiny stick bug that Rax is, lives the heart of a fat person. Sorry. I don't mean anything by that. I shouldn't even say that jokingly. I apologize. Wow, they could not do it by themselves. Alright, whatever. They regen too quickly. Zero stars. Also, fresh reminder, clop, 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 clop. Clop, 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 clop.
So what do we do now? We're Lassie, taking time bombs.
Yes, we know.
Enemies of Cocoon.
We are 15 hours into this game.
We just lay down and die?
I didn't mean we should give up.
Then what battles do we fight? And against who? Tell me that!
I don't know yet.
You don't know yet!
Yeah, we don't have a plan.
I don't know yet. But I do know we can't lose hope.
Sure we can. Watch. And then I just shove Hope, and he's got like this, like the camera goes into slow-mo, and as Hope is falling back, he has this expression on his face, which is just complete shock, as he's like, as he falls down into the pit. Sorry.
Hope? There is no hope. Not for Lassie.
There's you.
It's my name. Not who I am.
I was just like you.
Uh.
My parents died. I had to be strong for Sarah, so I thought I needed to forget my past. And I became Lightning. I thought that by changing my name, I could change who I was.
Ah!
I was just a kid. Lightning. It flashes bright, then fades away. It can't protect. It only destroys. Sarah tried to tell me, but I wouldn't listen.
There you are.
If you really are Lassie, it's my job to deal with you.
Typical.
I threatened her.
Come on, Slowpoke.
Sorry. Got held up.
Where have you been?
I'm really late, huh?
The only one who believed her was Snow.
Don't say it! Don't say his name. It brings everything back. I keep playing it in my head. What happened to her? And then I see his stupid face and he's smiling. How can he smile when she's dead? I know! There's nothing I can do about it. I hate knowing that. No matter what happens, she's not coming back. When I was fighting, there was no time to think about it. It felt good just to give in. But now you start talking about hope.
Everyone in chat. Whales, sharks are basically whales, right? We can all agree? Show of hands.
I'm sorry, I messed up.
It's my fault.
Oh, come on.
So I'm relieved.
Uh-oh. Okay. Sorry, so sis, I don't know what word starts with D I was going for there.
I don't know. You almost said delicious. It sounded like
no,
that.
I was
would
going
really
for
rather you
delectable,
didn't.
and that was like completely
that's
wrong.
not better.
So, deciding.
No.
Well, I was going for deciding, and then I just
Decisive.
got decisive works.
Delightful also
No,
works.
that's it. That's it. Because I do this thing. You've heard me do it, where I combine two
Alliteration.
words, and I really love alliteration to my own detriment. So, I was trying to say delightful.
That skirt cannot be comfortable.
Oh, I know. I just don't even get me started on outfit. Anyway, so
Oh,
and then
it's
it was
not a
decisive.
skirt. It's her holster. How is that not pulling her? She must have the biggest butt.
Well, also, it's probably think about that banging on your thighs, like
It's
all
not
the
banging on
time.
her thighs. It's banging on her calves.
Well, either way,
Underneath her thighs.
that's even worse.
Like, zoom the camera out.
I can't.
I know.
Thank you, Kenix Cow. So my delightful, decisive sister. Now that I can say that properly,
I am not deceitful.
She's not deceitful. No, although she has gas.
I am discerning.
Um,
I like that word too. Discerning.
discerning is a good word.
Yeah.
So Kenix Cow is putting that towards FF7 something, Jack Block, and your pick.
I don't know.
Pick some. Pick something.
Watch fucking Witcher on Netflix.
So that's funny you say that because all future streaminations are vetoed automatically.
I hate you. It's not even, I don't even want a streamination. I just want you to watch the damn thing.
Final Fantasy VII. Jack Block.
And blank. Just leave it, dealers. It's fine. I don't know. I have no idea what all is on your thing.
How about Wild Midnight?
I haven't even gotten.
It's a game you're aware of that's coming out in about 3 weeks
Pikmin.
now. Pikmin Witch.
It's not a block? Why is Pikmin not a block?
About a year ago, I moved away from doing blocks for a lot of reasons.
Okay.
So, I suppose Pikmin 1. We'll do that. That's a good pick. I didn't do that on purpose.
Yes.
Pikmin 1. Done. I don't think Kenix Cow's donated for that too, so that'll work out. I have to be really careful about this. This game is so buggy. There's this thing, right, where if I was to click right now, my controller would stop working until I scene transition.
How do you get to where you see in transition?
The keyboard works now, because I clicked the mouse. I had to look up the controls on mouse and keyboard earlier to figure out how to navigate the menu because it is not intuitive.
And then all of a sudden it just started. The keyboard stopped working because you
Yeah,
in transition.
Exactly, and it was just God, it was disorienting. This game, I swear. Please, before your company dies, please do a remaster of FF13 so this is not basically lost media. Oh, we should save. We should save. There's probably a boss coming up. It really is. It's just banging. And then it goes away for the cutscenes. No, pull out the knife. Think about stabbing Snow. This is the Steam version, Dream Whisperer. What do you think I'm playing? I don't own this on the PS3.
What? Why?
Fighting without hope is no way to live. It's just a way to die.
Hang on.
I want you
to say that line as edgily as you possibly can. I'll remind you of the line. It was...
It's just a way to die?
No. Fighting without hope. Yes, I know I have a bump here. Fighting... I don't know what I hit. It hurts like hell. Fighting without hope isn't a way to live. It's just a way to die. But you have to see it super edgy.
Fighting without hope isn't a way to live. It's just a way to die.
Perfect. Hey, Captain Vice. Remember, you can put that towards up to 3 things, not just 1. But either way, thank you.
And if you put it toward just 1, you don't get 3 of the same thing.
Nope.
Because he has weird rules.
Correct. I mean, it would... Cat needs to be... The cat needs to be let in, sis.
I really hope the cat isn't outside.
That has happened once.
Ezra's on the phone. Our appliances went back on sale.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Dragon Quest 3R.
He's trying to get them ordered, and the bank said, "You're trying to spend $10,000 on a website we've never heard of before. We don't think that you're real."
They're doing their job. Oh,
it gets better. They sent him a text and said, "This appears to be fraudulent activity. Do you want to allow this, right?" And you're supposed to be able to hit yes, and then you can process the transaction because you've approved it.
Mm-hmm.
So we had to call him.
Whatever. I'm surprised they're open this late.
Also, she is inside.
Oh, okay.
It's
Staying alive, I can help you with. But I can't give you hope. If you go to see your father.
You think meeting my dad will make anything better? He's never listened to a word I've said. He'll never believe all this l'Cie stuff. Snow believed Sarah, didn't he?
Yeah.
In a recently convened emergency conference, the Sanctum announced that the fugitive l'Cie have been located. The military plans to apprehend the l'Cie and carry out a public execution. These images coming to you live from the scene in Palampolo.
These are l'Cie. Show no mercy. They aren't people. They're targets.
Start running.
What?
I'll keep him busy.
But...
You survive.
strong crowd. Gonna need a plan.
Since when have heroes ever needed plans?
Fang.
Huh?
It's him!
Take us out! Yeah!
Lightning!
Okay, so we just killed a bunch of people.
Well, we didn't. They did.
Okay, fair.
Whoa!
Take care of him.
Lightning, listen to me.
Get moving.
See, you can kind of see her face.
I
though.
do see her face.
Understand. Sarah's all right. She'll
Oh,
turn
there's...
back.
Take care of Hope.
Wait!
Good song.
And then there were 3.
Yeah, we can't manage to have 4 party members in the engine. Sorry.
They're here! Hold it!
Gotta go.
So somebody's got to run off.
Yep.
There's the other face.
Yep. Yeah, imagine driving that thing.
Where'd the girl with black hair go?
Who? Oh, Hope's dead. I like how they never shoot.
Take cover! I got this one.
You do realize you're supposed to hold on to that.
Nah, it's fine. Okay, so let's do wheelie. I like the total lack of explanation what these attacks do.
Is this the first time you're fighting as a
Yeah.
motorcycle?
Yeah. There's also an auto, which we're not going to do. That's like doing no... Okay, so that's that. God, there's so much of a delay between inputs. Let's just do this.
Cool 'em off!
There's a big attack that looks cool.
Get it? I think they're all dead. And there's the sisters.
They have wheels for hair. And now you have to fight it.
By myself.
Because we did the cool thing.
We did the cool thing. All right, back to the normal fight. Let's go. Let's go. I think I could just resummon him again if I felt like it. I think. I'm not sure about that. What are his paradigms? Commando, Sentinel, Ravager. Sure.
So he doesn't wear underwear?
Oh my god. You know, in this game, that would not surprise. Oh, that's right. You only can summon once per... I forgot about that. You can tell I used summons a lot in this game.
Technically, he didn't summon them.
That's actually a valid point. Let's go and throw up Sentinel for a second. Where's... There it is.
So I ordered snow pants. Right?
Okay.
I ordered 27-inch.
You think I'm going down?
That's what insane they sent me. 31.
I'm about to die. That feels like that's a little too much. Like, those feel like... I'm gonna die, aren't I?
Yep.
No, I really am.
And they are currently out of my size. In all colors.
So, hey, Rax?
Again.
You remember saying that we only get one summon per combat?
I told you, technically we hadn't summoned them yet.
Show 'em how it's done.
Oh wait, she doesn't. She has a wheel for a hand. Her sister has wheel for hair.
Yep.
Oh no. No. There's a spot for her wheel to go.
Oh, there is.
She
yeah.
just took it out so she can smack him with it.
Well, that makes sense.
Because reasons.
I don't know. Don't look at me. It actually does make sense. I'm just glad I bothered to try. Because I might have game over right here otherwise.
Well, you did say relatively recent.
Yeah, and cutscenes are skippable in this game, so I could have just gotten right back to this. So, no complaints. No complaints. How is that 5 stars? I sucked.
They're out of my size again.
Oh.
Again.
What's up?
Where have you been?
I got taken in.
Wait, what?
Not by enemies. It was the cavalry, not SciComm. Leader's name is Rains. He said he'd lend us Lassie a hand. So now, your hero is back.
Why would the army help us? That doesn't make sense.
The military's got all kinds. Not all of them like the Sanctum. Don't worry. I'll handle the bad guys. Come on.
Okay, so... Oh my god! I know this game! You told me this 10 hours ago! In the interest of fairness, it has been 10 hours since Snow's been in the party.
You might have forgot.
I think this is literally the exact same tutorial. Like, the exact same.
They didn't have the budget to make a second one.
Well, obviously, they were too busy blowing on making a brand new engine for a game they're currently developing.
She said, and then there were 3 before she ran off and abandoned us to this fight.
Yeah, so in other words, and then there were 1 is really what she meant.
Well, 2.
No.
You still have the kid.
He wasn't in the fight, though, remember?
That's true.
So,
But
then there were 1,
But
which
we
I think
still
is
saw
that
him after that point in the cutscene. We didn't see her again after she said, and then there were 3 and ran off.
True.
So,
But the bike...
is she even still there?
The bike is 2. The bike
is a summon. It's not a person.
It's 2 people.
It's a summon. It's not a person.
Okay, hashtag summons rights. Am I right?
We are not arguing
You like my...
personhood.
Do you like my new... Anybody in chat who saw it? Actually, I do, Valerian. Yes, I did. You... What, Valerian? Summons do have feelings. They kissed... They blew me a kiss! Okay, fair. And they are robots. Alright, so... Yeah, Eidolons aren't people. I will be right back. So, sorry. Let's review everything that just happened. So first of all, negative for Lightning's dumb sudden scene. Positive for the scenes that followed that. I can't believe I'm doing this. I can't believe I'm going to get plus to Snow. Or, sorry, not Snow. To, the other one. I think it was Hope. Oh, it wasn't really a deliberate decision, Jelix Brown. So that's kind of like your answer there. That would be very funny, Valerian. I still hate him. I'm just gonna punch him, and then just it's gonna have you. Like you ever seen Punch Out? Because I'm Sandman here, or maybe Bald Bull. I'm Bald Bull back here. I'm like God for sake. And this bam, and there's this stain where Hope used to be. Who's Fang again? We haven't really seen a lot of Fang yet. That's why she isn't much. Therapy would be cheaper. I got a better idea. Yeah. Just. Yeah, Fang hasn't really. Like, she's actually been in the game since the beginning. She was in the flashbacks, and we saw her several times. And of course, she showed up when, all the way back in the lake. But she hasn't really shown up yet. She hasn't really had character yet. So, cool. I like that cutscene. I dislike... Oh, I should be doing that while I'm talking. I dislike the previous cutscene. I like the next cutscene. God, he has 13,000. Because he hasn't been in the... I'm glad that they've been leveling this whole time, even though that is the lazy answer, if we're being honest. I would rather that than the alternative. Am I the only one who doesn't like the sudden reveal that Sid's actually totally a good guy? Like, as with so many other things, it's the way it's handled that really bothers me the most. Like, if you've been paying attention every single time we cut back to Snow, it's all been about the evil military who is going to publicly execute us, and the people are afraid, and you have no choice but to join us, and we're evil and have tons of giant ships and hardware, and everything's cool. And then, out of nowhere, in the cutscene we just saw, Snow's like, yeah, by the way, Sid's cool. What? Like, I get that what you were going for. I say this so much. I say this so much with this freaking game. I get what you were going for. I don't think you succeeded. No, that wasn't Sid. That was, I don't even remember his name. This is actually his second scene in the entire game. And yeah, no, this is actually build-up for an arc. Rosh, that's his name. Thank you. Yeah, as usual, the writer's problem is pretty much the issue here. Offensive, yeah. Power. Okay, let's go save.
Is that some kind of Lassie power?
No. Alright, time to punch some people to death. Oh, I should check my paradigms. What do we got? Yeah, we'll stick with this right now. I mean, to be very clear, an RFF13 would not be part of the Final Fantasy rewrites. However, yeah, I think that's the first time, Rex. assuming somehow life somehow stops being terrible, I would not be opposed to the idea of just doing a completely independent rewrite of FF13. As we've just been talking about, there's lots of potential on display, so there's plenty to work with. The real question... Yeah, I like that idea, Blade 12. The real question will be, do we include 13, 2, and 3? Because, and I know that sounds like a weird question, but it's not as linear as you think. Hey, 1 second. Yeah, that's what I thought.
How about this?
Go ahead and pop this here. It up, Snow. I mean, FF13 could be a fully contained story. In fact, if they adjusted the ending in a way that I've already talked about during the lore run, the story would pretty conclusively end. Okay. Get up!
Why me?
Waste of everything. I mean, fair, Rex. You know. Thanks, do anything there?
Thanks, partner.
A little more healing, please. Thank you.
Time to switch, kiddo. Thanks, Hope.
Thanks, partner.
Okay. Let's kill this guy. It's not the size of North America, oh my god. Although you are correct. That's an interesting question. Do we go ahead and shrink Cocoon as would make sense? Or expand it and change Pulse to accommodate? I mean, shrinking just feels like the right answer there. It already is treated like it's a metropolitan area. Which, as a reminder, is huge. A lot of people tend to forget that a major metropolitan area is ginormous. When I did the drive, the 15-hour drive of Doom, back in October, it took me, I think, like, I want to say an hour and a half just to get out of the metropolitan area I was leaving.
How about this?
Yeah, I know, exactly, Valerian. Like, that's a, oh, what do they call that? Brigwin, you know the word. But I don't, because I'm stupid. Starts with an A. Arg something?
It's all about teamwork.
Yeah, keep in mind, I was on the highway for that whole trip, without any real traffic. Let's go to the thing first. I feel bad for these guys who are just here to do their jobs, and we're kicking them through the air and killing them in midair.
Later. How about this?
Arcology, thank you. Although I think it's spelled wrong, but that, yeah, that's the term. Cocoon is basically an arcology. I think I'm using the right word. Now, see, now I'm questioning myself. Am I using the right word? Oh, God. And point being, arcology is, as by their very nature... Yeah, SimCity 2000 had them. That's the first time I ever actually encountered the word. But not the last. The point of an arcology, though, is it's very designed. Like, obviously, they're pretty big, and they can fit a lot of people, but they're also very efficient with their space, so they can fit even more people than you'd think. Yeah, see, I was kind of thinking the same thing, Rax. Like, I get that they've got this whole, you know, beaches and forests and terrain thing, but honestly, to me personally, I like more the idea of Cocoon being a city, a metro, right? An urban developed area, top to bottom. Think Midgar, especially in the remake, where they really show it off better, right? Well, they can Blade Jamal, but not this one. But there's a specific reason why. It's because of the fact that it makes so much sense to me. Just reset the fight. God damn it, Hope. Stop dying. It makes sense to me that because of just how artificial it is. And yeah, there's a lot of theming, a lot of visual coding going on here. Because of how artificial it is and because of how much the Fal'Cie do not give a crap about the humans in there, that they would just lean into it being a place where you could survive, end statement, right? What I'm really picturing in my head is the Chinese apartment blocks, except built well, if you're familiar with what I'm talking about.
Oh, follow my lead!
Just giant swaths of living area, and factory area, and food area. Ooh, actually I have, Rex, and yeah, that's kind of what I'm picturing in my head. Just really lean into this place. Why are we targeting him first? Yeah, like in Deus Ex. Like, we can still have styling to it. Like, we can still have visual design and cool appearances and, you know, interesting biomes to that, but, like, I love the idea of Cocoon just being this artificial hellhole. See, that's true, Blade Traval. But I like the idea more that they don't.
How about this?
That I like the idea that they are so disconnected from any semblance of reality, the Fal'Cie, that when people want to have a place where they go to go relax or be cool or whatever, what they do is they get a pass to get a special treatment of drugs for that particular day, which just placates them. There's probably something literally in the air. Or actually magic. Like magic is just floating over everything, right? Now, hang on. So I'm really loving this idea. But we could take this one step farther in one direction or the other. So we can make it so that the entirety of Cocoon is like this. And it's just this non-stop, perfect running machine of hell, which would tie into the overall motive of the main villain. Or. How many of you have played Portal? Yeah, no, you get it immediately, right? You get where I'm going with that. Like, there's this pristine, amazing, fantastic city. It's only like maybe 30% of the total space of Cocoon. And then there's just the mess under it. Like, vile peaks? No, there's all kinds of, like, barely designed, barely maintained trash and infrastructure. Okay. How many of you have played Factorio? I swear I'm going somewhere with this. Just bear with me.
I can take it.
How many of you have ever gotten so far into developing your structure that you have no idea how it works, you just know that it still works? Oops, I'm on the wrong thing. That's my fault. And yeah, no, exactly, Valerian. Like, maybe they shoved stuff in there and kind of brute forced it into working. And now it works. And they don't care. Like, they don't care to make it better. They have no motivation behind improving it. They don't care about the humans who are living there. They don't care about how much waste is happening. They don't care about the trash runoff or the magical residue that's dripping down into Pulse or anything. Anything we could divine to it. We could come up with all kinds of stuff. All we know is that there's these giant swaths of junk. Literal and metaphorical. It would be a great bit of characterization for the fal'Cie, too, because they don't care.
How about this?
Technically Eden Walker, but there's an asterisk to that. You could argue Orphan, but that's we'll get there. Oh, by the way, let's also make it so that that big, horrible war of death happened a reasonable amount of time ago, as opposed to 6 centuries. I want there to be people who were alive when the Pulse attacked Cocoon. Doesn't have to be a lot. Hello, Baron. Yeah. 10,000 years ago. Perfect, Walker. Perfect. Kinda, yeah, Valerian. I want I want it to make sense is what I want. Actually, I'm just going to summarize that. So much of the game already conveys the idea that that war was within a generation or two ago. It just isn't. The cultural scars and the literal physical scars in the landscape feel like this is a recent event. And it's not. Yeah, exactly. They're just way too afraid of Pulse. And there's way too many consequences of it that we're still dealing with. Remember, that Pulse... I know there's more going on than this, but that Pulse fal'Cie that started half of this just got... He was right there. Just sitting there for 6 centuries doing nothing. He was reading Garfield comics. And I'm sorry, nobody can stay sane reading Garfield comics for longer than 3 minutes.
Nothing to worry about. Time to switch, kiddo. Thanks, Hope. Try that on me. Thanks, partner.
Let's chill here for a second. Skill issue. I mean... I love how they gave me a tank and a support for this section, by the way. You notice these combats are taking a little bit of time. So someone asked earlier, right off the top of my head, how do I picture the fal'Cie operating? Before I answer that, there was a whole discussion I had recently with Valerian, so he can attest to this, about what you shouldn't change in a work. Whether you're doing an adaptation, or a remake, or a rewrite, or even just doing your own story within that work. And one of the first things I do when it comes to the rewrites is I sit down and I think, okay, what's our bedrock? What's our core? What shouldn't be changed in a rewrite of Final Fantasy XIII?
No problem.
Yeah, what's immutable? Exactly. So, you may disagree with me on this, but I think the most immutable thing here would be the fact that the gods are dicks.
Just a part of Operation Nora.
See you around, Evo. Enjoy cooking. What's the... can you tell me the asterisk without spoiling everything? Oh, yeah, no, of course not, Valerian. Well, hopefully they're interesting dicks. I mean, that's the whole point, really. I mean, we could lose the total hellscape. That's a shame, because I love that idea. But we could lose it. I guess we don't have to have a hellscape. Sigh. I have to admit, the reason... So, if I can explain myself, I can defend myself here for a second. The main reason that I loved the idea of it being a true hellscape is because it makes it more fantastical. For lack of a better way to put this, you can't have a really thorough hellscape in real life. It doesn't work that way. Too many people are just kind of designed by the nature of what they are to push back against that kind of a thing. For all the reasons you guys mentioned, right? You don't give people recreation or time or a park or recreation or whatever. Then people will go, rah! That's natural. That's normal. That's realistic. Exactly. A true hellscape is unbelievable, and that's sort of, kind of why I kind of want to lean into that idea. Because the whole idea is that it's being very artificially maintained. Like, it takes this constant exposure and effort of this either magic or drugs or even both in order to maintain this constant hellscape. And trying to do everything they can to keep the humans as placated as possible. We can even play with that. Not to borrow some Mega Man X stuff here, but imagine that rather than the Pulse Lassie being the boogeyman, although they can still be the boogeyman, but just bear with me for a second. It's Mavericks. It's irregulars. What is an irregular? Well, every so often, someone is born who just kind of has natural resistance or immunity to the drugs, to the magic. So they have a brain. They have a normal, functioning human brain.
No problem.
Yeah, you're getting the general idea. Now, obviously, this is all super zoomed out stuff. None of this is codified, but the point is, yeah, I know, yeah, these Mavericks would be enemies of the state. We could even play with that if we really wanted to. Like, maybe there never was actually a... That's pretty good, actually. We'll switch to that. There never was actually a major Pulse invasion, or the Pulse invasion was massively overemphasized, or maybe it was used as an excuse, or whatever, right? There's a bunch of things you can do with that. Hi, Morganite. Again. Yeah, you see the general idea, Rax. Again, I'm still in the super vague realm of abstracting.
Time to switch, kiddo.
Not yet. He's just in the party healing snow constantly, Morganite. Okay, Valerian. Almost said Rax. Valerian, you are now Rax. Congratulations. Go roll a Dragoon right now.
It's all about teamwork.
I mean, the whole idea of Blade Travali is to fix that problem, but as usual, I'm not going to try and convince you of anything. Varaxian. That's a cool name, actually. Come on. There we go.
Follow my lead. How about this?
Because the question then becomes, so if we are to say that Cocoon is this magically contained realm, What is Pulse? The easy and obvious answer is that Pulse is fine. Maybe a bit wild, but, you know... big, open, free, fun. I don't know, there's a lot of directions you can take that. Kind of torn there. We could also play with that. How many of you are familiar with the concept, the trope, of the Dire Lands? That's not actually what it's called, but I'm going to call it that because I love Asheron's Call. No, the trope is actually called Mordor. So, to summarize, we can make Pulse Mordor. Just the apps like a hell world, or not a hell world. What do they call that? Death world. Excuse me, a death world. I mean, in Warcraft, Draenor is a death world. It is a horrifically dangerous place with many, many, many high-tier, terrifying predators amongst foliage and fauna.
How about this?
Yeah, Australia, right? It would explain the accent. We could also make it varied. There's some options here. See, that's the problem. As weird as this may sound, Pulse is so ill-defined and so arguably irrelevant to the narrative of FF13 that we can do whatever we wanted to with that. That's completely mutable. Fal'Cie or Dix? That's immutable. If I'm being honest, Fate should probably be baked into this somewhere, because that is the core theme of the work. As much as I don't find Fate particularly interesting, I'm sure we could come up with something there. I'm not sure if there's anything else that would be really... Wait! There's one other thing. Lightning is strong. Beautiful. Strong. I'm kidding. No, I think those are the two... Ah! Okay. I think those are our two pillars of what makes FF13 FF13. We could do freedom versus order. It's not a bad theme. It's been done several times. Look, Arspruce. See, I kind of like that idea, Bladefall. At that point, that raises several questions. You know, why exactly have they been doing all this? Like, we know exactly why it is that the canon Fal'Cie are making this stupid cocoon thing. But why would our Fal'Cie be doing that? We could go with their limited thing, which Dream Whisper just mentioned, that they have no choice in the matter. Native humans as batteries. I love it! Body heat. No, I like the idea that they don't have a choice, really. So, small spoilers. In canon, I'm going to try to gloss over this as much as I can. Because I'm trying not to spoil 3 games here. But in canon, someone else programmed the Fal'Cie and told them to sit here and do their job and run Cocoon, right? And that's the reason. That's the motive. That's why they're here, and that's why they're making this intended artificial paradise of Cocoon. Okay, sure, whatever. The problem with that is it inherently makes a higher tier, right? It makes someone behind the Fal'Cie. Now, that can work. It also makes the Fal'Cie, in many ways, victims of everything that's going on here. See Garland from FF9 for a good example of this. But if we do that, then the tier up has to be something we can deal with. Like, not just from a video game perspective, but from a narrative perspective, it would be really awful. And I would push back against this hard, to just have there be the actual cause of all this problem. And they're just like, they get away with everything, no consequence, no problems, and nothing is fixed, right? Because all we do is punch out the victims. Now, yes, I know Canon 13 does this across 3 games, but you get my overall point. There are several other directions we could take that. Maybe the Foul Sea were actually built by an ancient civilization which is long dead. Maybe the Foul Sea were actually built by the people of Cocoon or Pulse or both at some point in the distant past, and you know that it's just kind of spiraled out of control over the however many years. There's a lot of options there. It also, them having no choice is also relevant, and we do need to keep that, I think. Because, if nothing else, it ties into that dominant theme, fate. And having no choice is pretty much what fate means. So, yeah, no. The Foul Sea being as trapped as everyone else kind of fits, right? I just realized we've been listening to Snow's theme for like 20 minutes.
You've changed, haven't you? Seems like you've toughened up.
I'm a l'Cie. I had to.
Yeah, the only ones that ought to be fighting the army are us dumb grown-ups.
You think it's stupid to fight?
It is if you get killed. Anyway, just lay low. Let the dummies duke it out. The army's no match for Nora, right?
Okay, he can't be stupid enough to not be noticing his expression and his...
He was smiling.
Ah. Okay.
It's me. What's up?
You damn well know what's up!
Why haven't you called in?
Sorry, slipped my mind.
Ugh, right. What's your status?
Great, great. Hope's great too. Are you all right?
I'm great, you're great, everybody's great. Reunion time. Figure out a rendezvous point.
Interesting phones, by the way.
Don't sweat it. That line's hyper-encrypted.
Wait, but what if I have a hyper de-encryptor?
Hey, sis. Is that you?
I'm not your sister.
This city's under our jurisdiction. We're the ones defending it. We should have a say in what's done to protect it.
Attention all units. Ignore all fire zone restrictions. Fire at will.
What?
Whatever it takes to kill the l'Cie. Over.
Whatever it takes! You want to start a war in the streets? Civilians are still evacuating. The collateral we're talking about is unacceptable. You don't know what it's like out there!
You don't understand why we're here. Who do you think it is? Terrified of Pulse and begging us to kill the l'Cie. It's not the Sanctum. It's not us. It's the people.
We'll meet at Hope's place. Felix Heights, 35A.
Right. See you there. Tell Fang hey.
Take care of Hope.
All over it. And I'll tell you more about Sarah when we meet up. I found out she can turn back. There's still hope.
Snow, listen to me. It's about Hope. His mother
Lightning,
was...
It's me.
Hope? Hope! Answer me! Hope!
Yelling doesn't fix it. It's called interference. You can chit-chat when we get there. I've got point. You fall in behind. And see if you can't cool off that head of yours.
Oh my god, for the first time, for the very first time, Bang is playable. Holy shkamoly. Time to bring in the Dragoon. And immediately die. No, that would be funny, though. Wait, that's it? Oh, jeez. Okay. What about you? What's a phone, I think I've heard of that before. It's fine, Zactive. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Just kill things. Thank you.
This will be a joint operation conducted in unison with members of the Guardian.
Oh, I suppose I should save.
Army's getting desperate. We're about to have a lot of company.
Objective is the evacuation of civilians. Our security division will also issue citywide evac orders and escort residents to their designated.
I was debating chopping off. This might not be a bad chop-off point, but I want to say one last thing about the potential re-radio at the Fall Sea. Because Dream Whisperer had a good idea, and I was thinking about how to express that. I had an idea, and then we saw a surprisingly long cutscene, and I lost it. Give me one sec. Okay, so you remember how I mentioned how if we're going to have a layer up from the Fall Sea, they need to be a confrontable villain? What if Barthandelus is a human? And the final boss. What if... You get where I'm going with this, right? What if there is a sect of humans at the top of the chain who know what's going on? Yeah, exactly. They know what's going on. They know the Fal'Cie are sentient and want to be free and refuse them. We could even give them some twisted logic behind it. Like there could be all kinds of mentalities, or maybe some of them are like, yes, I enjoy having all the privileges and perks of power and infinite, blah, blah, blah. And then we could have some people who think, you know, we must do this in order to maintain this sanctum. The society we've built is built on the backs of these brave Fal'Cie. You get the idea. There's our villain on top. We retain the Fal'Cie in almost the exact same format they are. They don't have free will. They want to be free. And they're kind of dicks about it because they've been dicked around for forever. So all of the crap they've been doing is mostly them just trying to get out. We find out about this halfway point, maybe 2/3 point throughout the story. And the rest of the story ends up, rather than trying to fight the Fal'Cie, we're trying to fight Dickface and his inner circle. That also ejects Buna Belzebub completely. So, you know, I'm with that. Yeah, I'll go kill these guys really quick. Come here. I gotta kill people who are desperately trying not to kill people. How dare you not try to kill people? Oh yeah, what did they give me? That's a interesting set of combos. Whatever. Go kill stuff. Yeah, maybe they've actually been... Like, Pulse's role in all this is something that is such a huge blank sheet of paper, because we can do so much with that. But yeah, we could be doing full... Like, maybe there was a real attack by Pulse. Maybe it really was 600 years ago. Maybe that's the only attack that they've ever done. And maybe ever since, they've been doing false flags to keep things under wraps. Keep the populace afraid, give them a nice, big, obvious target that they can all hate and fear. Them darn foreigners. You get it. We can even, like I said, we can play with it. Some people are aware of the conspiracy and go along with it for whatever reason. Because there's plenty of reasons why individuals might choose to go along with such a system. We can even have one person be a "it's just a machine" mentality, right? Some of these people could be convinced as we go throughout the story to switch to the good guy's side. I do like that idea, like a lot, actually. But you see why I would say there would have to be false flag attacks, because we could have both of those. Those are not mutually exclusive. I might as well keep going. These are not mutually exclusive ideas. There could be regular attempts by Pulse to rescue people, right? We can even have those attempts succeed periodically. Imagine the potential. Hear me out for a second. This is all zoomed out. But imagine there's a character early on that we interact with. Maybe Lightning's lieutenant. You remember him? He goes missing in a Pulse attack. And Lightning assumes he's frickin' dead, right? And has been gone for however long. And died in some Pulse terrorist attack or whatever. Fast forward 15 hours through the narrative. She gets down to Pulse. He's there! Hey! What's going on, Farron? Lieutenant? Right? You know, just give a personal viewpoint on what exactly the Pulse people have been doing for forever at this point. Of course, they can't do so much. After all, they're here to rescue people. Their specific and implicit goal is to not kill people. And when you're binding your hands that much, there's only so much you can do, especially when you're fighting an enemy who's doing everything in its power to kill you. So they're only so successful. Is also probably why they use such small teams doing such surgical strikes to go rescue a few individual people and then bail. And yeah, I like the idea that Vanille and Fang were one of those little rescue, strike squads that failed. And that kind of led to them stumbling into the party. And that's the big secret that they keep for, a huge portion of the game. And they're openly lovers, Square. Stop being such a coward about that. God. You did it in 16. I'll give you credit there. You did it in 16. You did it well in 16, actually. Yeah, we should be able to do that. Tarn are badass. What are you talking about? That's true, Blade Traval. Maybe they're ashamed of being failures? Maybe they're not sure if they trust the party? We also don't have to keep it a secret. That could just be ejected. I mean, I'm sorry. A woman can be sexy just for herself if she wants to be.
Who are you?
Where do I start?
This is a good time to mention really quick that one of the many things that kind of fell through the cracks in this game and the horrible behind the scenes of this game's development is that each of their brands was supposed to slowly get worse over the course of the game. Obviously showing the slow development as they slowly turn into Seath. Thing is, for various graphical rendering reasons and a couple of other under-the-hood problems, they couldn't do that. So just mentally think that those brands are getting worse over time.
I've got a few screws loose, but I'm a lessee, same as you. Difference being, I wasn't born on Cocoon.
What?
I'm from Grand Pulse. The world below you all hate so much. My partner and I turned to crystal there and gone to sleep. But when we came around, here we were.
Yeah, excuse me. You are correct. You're technically correct, which makes you extremely wrong, but you are still correct. They show 2 of the transitionary phases, as opposed to the, 8 that they had designed.
The reason Cocoon's in such an uproar is the same reason you're here now. Vanille and I woke up.
Well, you see, lesbians automatically have magic, Bregman. Don't you remember the game, SLARPG?
The Sanctum follows Foul C orders. It's not just after l'Cie. They'll target civilians and purge everyone who's a threat.
More innocents get killed.
You can't take the blame for that.
Someone has to.
We can still save them. We let loose and bring the army to us.
Draw their fire?
I'm supposed to protect you. I can't let this happen. It's a tough call, that's for sure. Only one choice, I guess. I try to save everyone.
That came kind of close to being a good line. Oh my god! Stop using his theme! It's just, we're just back to Snow's theme, and we're just back to Snow's theme.
Here goes nothing.
Why are we listening to Snow's theme? I should mention, I like this song, but God, I'm sick to death of it. I just... There's a guy punching people in the face.
Nothing to worry about.
See, the way that... So, sorry to explain that. The reason they could have made... The way that they could have made that scene really work is have him turn to Hope and say, only one choice, I guess. It's your call. I have to protect you, and those people need help. What are you going to do? And let Hope decide, right? But instead he's like, I'll just protect everyone. Heroes don't need protection. Oh, that's why Sarah got pregnant. All right. Look, tick back. What, Giga? They're getting married. They've probably banged, okay? Oh, right. You can't do that before you're actually married. Sorry, I forgot about that.
Please remain calm and proceed as directed by security force personnel. Should you witness any suspicious
This is, excuse me, this is a Christian cocoon. Thank you very much. And on the wedding night, they will lay down with the sheets in between them. And they will hold hands. As God intended.
Thank you in advance for your cooperation and swift compliance.
Excuse me, citizens, I have to murder these people that are in your midst here. Oh God! Snow literally thinks it's the birds and the bees. Oh God! Oh God! Okay, so Sarah's like, hey, so... I've been thinking about children. He's like, oh, no problem! What? You're in favor of the idea? Yeah, I've been reading this book, and I found a bunch of birds. I can't seem to find any bees, okay? Also, the book didn't say how many we need. Do you... And she's just staring at him like...
How about this?
Yeah, I want a divorce. What? We just got married. I know. We're done.
What was that all about?
Got enough problems that you causing more.
What a great reaction to be punching someone to death right in front of them. What was that all about? I want you to picture. I want you to picture that. What was that all about? Bam! Whoops, sorry.
How about this?
Telling you, drugged population. The game knows. It knows exactly what's happening. It hungers.
You see that? How about this?
By the way, I've been chewing on this. I don't think I can fairly give a negative for Snow and Sarah's relationship in this game. And even though we're quite a ways out from it, I'd just like to right now posit a negative for Sarah and Snow's relationship in 13-2, specifically. Like, what? Hello. I'm missing something. Why am I missing something? Or am I missing something? Ah, there it is. There we go. No, exactly! Like, it's supposed to be this big thing, and it's not. It's not there at all. And it kind of becomes... Here it makes sense. She's in a magical coma. Like, what's the excuse in 13-2? Time travel? He went to grab temporally displaced milk. Oh my god, a temporal baby!
Citizens, a state of emergency has been declared.
Why?
Sanctum military operations will be commencing.
Also, I fully understand that they're trying to make things look more sci-fi-y. But am I the only person that these weird sideways wheels has always bugged the snot out of me? Just look at them. It's more obvious in some of the cutscenes, but they've got how many of you know anything about how vehicles work? Oh, they're hover things, but they sure don't look like it. It looks like they put on the wheels the wrong way. And I look at that and it bothers me. All right, we're good. We're good. Yeah, it looks like someone broke the wheels on the thing. I probably should actually stop at some point. Hang on, where are we? Yeah, it hit the carb really, really bad. Okay, let's go ahead and pause here. I think this is an acceptable pause point, because we're almost at the actual best scene of the game. I should make a new save. And I want to hit that fresh tomorrow. So, tomorrow, the only good scene in the entire game involving Hope.